Sometimes ago, there was a village called Irekpodun. The village people are always happy and peaceful. Everyone lives together happily and they even rejoice in helping each other. Until one afternoon, Obayomi picked up a fight with Akinyemi in their farm. This is very unusual. Obayomi and Akinyemi have joint farmland. They work together on it every day. And during harvest, they gather the farm produce, takes it to the market and share the money into two. However, some portion of the farm produce are always taken to the king's palace. And this has been going on for many years. That afternoon, the argument was serious between the two of them, that people in the nearby farm came around to find out why they are quarreling. This has never happened before between the two of them. Everyone was surprised to see them in such hot argument. What kind of a thing could have caused these two to fight? This is serious. It even caught the attention of one of the chiefs in the village. Immediately they got there, the chief asked the two of them, "Why are you fighting? If there is an issue, you should just carefully explain things to each other." Obayomi responded, "Sir, thank you very much. You all know that it is not in my attitude to quarrel with anyone in this community. But Akinyemi here really annoys me." "How? What happened?" the chief asked again. "I noticed that recently, when we are going to the market to sell our farm produce, he always drop at the village beside us for no reason. It is not his first time, second, or even his third time since I have been observing him." "And since you have been observing him, did you bother to ask him why he always go to that village?" the chief asked him. "See, sir, there is no need at all. I already have first-hand information about all his movement." Akinyemi, who has been looking at him with great surprise, didn't say a word. That is actually the tradition. He is not allowed to talk until the chief asks him to do so. The chief asked Obayomi again, "So, what is the information you know about his movement and how do you gather this your information?" "Sir, let's forget about it. Let's forget about how I got the information. The main thing here is that this my friend that I'm treating as if he is my own blood brother, that we do everything together. Do you know that he is stealing from our produce? Anytime we harvest, he packs some to that neighboring village. And on the market day, he goes there to collect money for the sales of those things that he has stolen from us." "Ah!" everyone shouted with great surprise. Then the chief faced Akinyemi. "Akinyemi, how can you defend yourself on this matter?" Akinyemi looked at everyone with great surprise. "Sir, I am really surprised to hear all these allegations against me. I can never do anything like that. All these things are not true. How will I do such? We have been together for many years. How could I think of such?" Many of the villagers said, "Akinyemi cannot do like that." But Obayomi shouted at them, "Please, everyone should mind their own business. Can any of you know him more than I do? Chief, sir, We have to take this matter to the palace. The chief responded, "Are you saying I cannot handle this matter for you?" "Sir, I am not saying that. I just want him to face the punishment of what he's doing. This is so unfair. How can two of us labor over a thing and one person is stealing? He is a thief. He must face the punishment that a thief should face." Obayomi jumped at Akinyemi, almost locking his clothes, but the men around rushed to separate the two of them. "It is obvious that this matter will get to the palace," the chief said. "For me, I won't be a part of this. You have no proof for your accusations. You can go ahead. Go ahead to the palace." Obayomi drags Akinyemi and straight to the palace. Many villagers followed them. They got to the palace, but the king's guard told them to go and come back the next day, as the king had some visitors from the neighboring village. Obayomi insisted that they wait till the king gets done with the people he's attending to. Akinyemi looked at him. He didn't know what to do again. He asked him, "Obayomi, why are you taking this matter so serious like this? Why can't you believe me? We have been together for years. We are brothers. We are family now. These are all lies. Please just tell me, who is that person that has told you all of this about me? Please, let me just explain myself to you." Obayomi shut Akinyemi up by shouting at him and almost pulling his clothes off his neck. Akinyemi insisted, "But you have to listen to me. See, this is it. I met a young lady in the market, and she stays at that village you are talking about. So what? Thief?" Obayomi interrupted him. "You want me to listen to your lies, Abi? Oh, I understand. The young lady has been the one selling those things for you, right? And you go there to collect my money. You are looting from our farm. May the gods of this land judge you, you traitor." He pointed his finger at his nose. Despite the intervention of the villagers, he insisted that they meet with the king. But unfortunately, throughout that evening, the king could not attend to them. Obayomi had to let Akinyemi go. Obayomi was so sad, he left for his house angrily. But that evening, Akinyemi made arrangements with the young lady that lives in the nearby village, and with his own parents, to go to Obayomi's house early the next morning in order to make peace. It is believed that early in the morning matters can be resolved, because it will be more calm to listen to them, and also he will use the opportunity to introduce the young lady by name Asake. Asake is the young lady Akinyemi has been going to visit. Akinyemi loves her so much, and the two are planning to get married. But Akinyemi is waiting for a right time to tell his friend about this. And so this whole event now happened. On the next morning, they got to his house as planned, and was as early as possible that Obayomi was still in bed. He picked up his clothes and joined them outside. "Welcome, sir. Welcome, ma." He greeted the parents of Akinyemi, but refused to greet Akinyemi. Akinyemi's father explained everything to Obayomi, that the young lady they are referring to is the one seated beside them here, and it is the fiancé of Akinyemi, and also that they are planning to get married. That is why going to meet her every market day become imperative for him in order to perfect their wedding plan. After this explanation, it became clearer to Obayomi that Akinyemi was not lying. And so, the matter was resolved. Everyone gets back to their respective houses. And the next day, Obayomi and Akinyemi met in the farm and they did their work happily and joyfully. A week after, Obayomi's neighbor was heard shouting at his wife. Jaye and Kemi are Obayomi's neighbor. Why would they be shouting? It was with great surprise that the neighbors rushed down to their compound to find out what was going on. Jaye kept shouting at Kemi, "You are a shameless woman. You have brought shame to this family. After all that I've been doing for you. Kemi, since you have been married for the past 10 years, I have done nothing than to make you happy. Jaye and Kemi have been married for 10 years and they have 3 children. They have been living together happily." Jaye kept shouting at Kemi, "You, this shameless woman, you are a total disgrace to womanhood." Kemi, who has been on her knees, begging her husband, "Jaye, please, I am innocent. I don't understand. What are you even saying? I can never do such. I love you, my husband, so much. Please, keep quiet there. What are you even saying?" Neighbors who were just watching could not really understand what they were shouting over. The men around walked up to Jaye. "Mr. Jaye, please calm down. No matter the situation, just calm down, please. You can sort things out among yourself." "No, I won't calm for this idiot and this useless woman." Obayomi has just returned from the farm. On hearing their noise, he left his cutlass and hose outside and straight to Jaye's compound. Immediately, Jaye sighted Obayomi. He jumped on him. "This is the idiot. You even have the audacity to come to my compound. Have you not done enough?" Obayomi is looking worried. He was wondering what the whole drama was all about. Everyone shifted their attention to Jaye and Obayomi. "You are a devil. You are a devil. And you are even staying close by to us, yet sleeping with my wife." The surprise on the face of the people was as thick that they could cut it with knife. Kemi shouted, "Jaye, my love, please, this is the work of the devil. No, I don't know anything like this. I will never do something like this, please. This has never happened before. Please leave this man alone." She ran to hold her husband, begging him to leave Obayomi alone. "Please don't wound him. This is not true, and this will never happen." Neighbors kept wondering. No one knows whose side to take. Different side talk and gisting around. The noise was so much that more people came out to gather. You would think it is another market day. What is this? What kind of a thing is this? Obayomi kept shouting, "This is blackmail. Please, I know nothing about this. Just leave me." Jaye is still holding on to Obayomi. Eventually, Jaye drags Obayomi to the palace, and this time around, the king was available to attend to the village matters. On getting to the palace, after greeting the king asked them, "May I know what brought you to my palace today?" Jaye responded, "It is this man," pointing at Obayomi, "that has been sleeping with my wife." The king and the chiefs on the state looked at each other. The king further asked him, "So how did you find out? How did you know that this man has been sleeping with your wife? If you don't have your facts, you better keep quiet and leave my palace now." It is," he started stammering. "It is Anyike that told me that she saw my wife and Obayemi near the river in a compromised state. And also, another time, she said she also saw my wife and Obayemi in their house holding each other. Immediately the king heard this, he ordered that the guard should go and get Enkay. And in a few minutes, Enkay was brought to the palace. She greeted the king and the king responded, "Well, Enkay, you are welcome. You were brought here for a clarification over a matter. Hope you won't mind." "No, my king," she responded. "Do you know these men standing here?" The king pointed at Obayomi and Jaye. "Yes," Enkay responded. Jaye said, "Obayemi has been committing adultery with my wife. If not for this good lady that has opened my eyes to this, how would I have found out?" The king ordered Obayemi to be quiet for now and also Jaye. So the king continued facing Enkay. "Please, can you tell me what you can say about this? How did you find out that Obayemi and Kemi has been sleeping together? Do you have any proof? And is there a witness that we can also call?" The king asked her. Sir, I didn't see them together actually. It was all lies, sir. I did not see them together." Enkay responded. Her voice was shaking. She was shaking from head to toe. What do you mean you did not see them? So why did you tell such a lie? Why? Everyone in the palace looked at Enkay, and Obayemi was so furious, and so is Jaye. The king angrily asked why. "Why did you lie against the two of them?" Sir, the thing is, I noticed that Jaye and Kemi are always happy. Anytime I pass in front of their house, they are always laughing, gisting and sitting together, even with their children. They always do everything together. You see them in the market together, at the river, everywhere together. And this really makes me so sad about my broken marriage. I became jealous and I thought of what to do. I just want to tamper with their happiness. Everyone shouted, "You are the real devil." The king stood up angrily, and so did the chiefs. "So you walked into my palace and telling me that you are the cause of fight between a happy couple. You are enemy of love and peace. You must face the punishment of this thing you have done." Obayomi said, "Sir, I have a question for her too." The king said, "Go ahead." "So why did you choose me among all the men in this village? You decided to lie against me. Another thing, you are the same person who told me that Akinyemi was stealing from our farm. And I took it up with Akinyemi. It was the intervention of their parents that made us reconcile. If not, this matter wouldn't have been resolved by now." The thing is, I love Akinyemi. Enkay responded. "And I used to see him going to visit another person in that village. So I decided to lie against him. And so that the two of you can fight. If I could not get Akinyemi to like me back, I have told him several times that I like him. But he refused. He always turned me down. And this breaks my heart. I did it so that the two of you can fight. And since you now easily forgive him, I decided to use Jaye's matter to punish you." Then the king got really angry. He stood up again and commanded that Enkay be sent out of the village empty immediately and never to be allowed into the village again. Jaye, on the other hand, apologized to Obayomi and they left the palace. On getting home, Kemi went straight to pack her things. She wanted to leave her husband's house. She felt so disgraced and so embarrassed by her husband. She was disappointed that her husband could not trust her. But everyone came around to beg her and pleaded with her that she should forgive her husband and allow peace to reign again. After a long time of persuasiveness, she agreed to stay back and their love and trust increased. Everyone became happy again. At the next day, Obayemi got to the farm and explained the whole drama to Akinyemi. They laughed over it, and then peace was restored back to the village. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 6 verse 19 that the Lord hates false witness and everyone who speaks lies and sows discord among brethren. Please always say the truth and avoid lies. Don't be a false witness and don't be the cause of any trouble. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who has listened to me and watched this video. Thank you to my subscribers and thank you to my new subscribers. I want you to stay tuned. This is African Story by Temi. Watch out for more impactful stories. Thank you.